Alright guys, so today we just got our LowGlow shipment, actually last night. The time of the recording of this video is me actually editing the first video, the car reveal one. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and open this up. I had to black out my information, but LowGlow sent this from Ohio, I believe. Oregon or Ohio, something like that. We're gonna open it up. And yeah, let's see what FRS Patty and the boys have in store for us. So let's cut this boy open. All right, and the last one. All right, let's put the guard back on this so like nobody gets hurt, you know. All right, let's see what they have in store for us. All right, so shipping info. Yeah, we got the sticker inside. That's all good stuff, Keep this on the side here. Let's fold it in case I accidentally do show it. Okay, that's good. Now, this is what the inside looks like. So we got the LowGlow sticker. I'm definitely keeping these boxes, you know, from memory. But we got the actual LowGlow box, and it's bigger than I expected actually. So let's move that out of the way. LowGlow.shop, Instagram on the bottom. Putting this top in the line. I agree, based on the videos. Well, let's open this open. Let's get this open. And we got the message from our boy Patty at LowGlow, Patty.FRS, you know. Hey, atyab, thank you so much for supporting what we're doing. I can't wait to see you lighting up the roads with us, Patty. All right. Weird. That looks like a wire. Okay. So they have one of the most drippy stickers in my opinion. So we got the forklift with LowGlow on it, the LowGlow forklift. We got the 2022 BRZ Pandem with the LowGlow Underglow kit. Love to see those yellow brake calipers. And we got the lawnmower with the LowGlow and the camber kit on it. And a turbo on the front. That's pretty crazy. He never fails with the Scooby Snack gummies. I don't know if I can eat these, but we'll see. Scooby Snack gummies. He always adds those. We got the front lights of the LowGlow kit. Labeled very neatly packed, by the way, as usual. Got the side skirts, or for the side skirts. Again, very neatly packed. Got the length on the back. And the rear. The rear. It's going to be great. Okay, and we also have the instructions here. We're so stoked to introduce our LowGlow kit. Contents, one size fits all. Technically, I ordered like custom size for my car. I had like messaged them, which they responded really quickly. The instructions on the back, the app QR codes, and the wiring instructions. Okay, and we got the Sheesh LowGlow sticker, the LowGlow logo sticker, and the logo banner that we can put either on our car or... Wait, is it see-through? Oh, this is see-through. We can put this on our windshield. Probably going to do that. Oh, wait. We got Patty's original FRS with the scratch mark. This is what started it all, guys. The wide body LowGlow. LowGlow on the wide body FRS. Clean. And another one of the 2022 Pandem BRZ that Patty owns. With the Underglow on it. This is great. We love all these stickers. We got all the zip ties here for harnessing it on. It's good. I'm going to leave those in there. We got the wiring harnesses for each of the things, I guess. This is into the control box. Okay. We got more wiring harnesses. This is to hook it up to the battery, I believe. We also got the button that we're going to send through our firewall from the engine bay into the cabin. And we got some clips for the wiring in case we want to use that. Magic controller. This is what connects to our phone via Bluetooth. And we got more zip ties. Okay. Very well organized in my opinion. Let's just go ahead and put these back in. So the boys pulled up to help me work on my car, and right now we're gonna jack up the car down there under the wheels on both sides to lift up the front, so we can actually clean the bottom with rubbing alcohol. And right after we clean it with rubbing alcohol, because we want the adhesive to stick, right? So we're gonna scrape it a little bit, clean it with rubbing alcohol, and then go ahead and apply the front tapes. So let's jack it up. All right, so we have my jack from Walmart lifting up the car. As we said in the last video, we got a jack from Walmart because ours didn't come with one. Then we stole my mom's car jack from her car. So we have the whole front off the ground right now, and the back with the handbrake on, thankfully, is doing its job. We tried leaning against it to see if it'd fall off, but it is good. So right now we got a lot more clearance off the ground, so we can work underneath it. So the next step in the process is using the rubbing alcohol and microfiber cloths to wipe the underside of the bumper and scratch it up a little bit so the adhesive can stick onto the bare bumper itself, no dirt or grime in between, and have a little bit more like strength in the way it holds because of the scratches we make in it. So we'll do that real quick. So we're just gonna wipe off all the grime here. Oh, that's a bit of grime. It's a good amount. Just gonna wipe all this off of the bumper. Well, alcohol sure is doing its job. You can see all the grime coming off. I mean, I can't. I don't know if you can on the camera. Let's stop. All right, so we finished wiping underneath. We got all the dirt and grime off. So right now we're just gonna open the front packets for the light kit and go ahead and apply the adhesives. Follow the arrows actually, because on the instructions, and make sure the arrows are pointing away from the center of the car when you apply it in the front. So that way, when you use the chase feature, it actually goes around the car and not towards the front of it. So that way it look better. So we're gonna go ahead and open the front packaging. All right, so we moved everything here, organized it. So here's the front light strips. So we're gonna go ahead and pull those out. All right, we love the packaging, we love it. All right. I think there are 2 strips in here if I'm not mistaken, but we shall see. Front. Yeah, I think there's 2 strips in here, but we'll see. So we have both our light strips laid out here. One has the arrow, if you zoom in, pointing to the right, and the other one has the arrows pointing to the left. And this is because we're gonna connect these both to a harness that goes to the brain, which is on the table, a brain that connects to your phone via Bluetooth. And then these both wires will connect and go all the way around to the back on the other side. Okay. So we finished sticking it on the front bumper underneath, both the arrows pointing opposite directions. And I'm gonna go ahead and show that to you. I'm gonna go under. So yeah, it connects here and runs all the way down. It's hard to focus. And all the way around. It's hard to focus. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the harness to the brain, and I'm gonna run it through the engine bay somehow to the bottom where I can connect both of them. So the brain is gonna be located somewhere here near the battery. Probably gonna like stick it on top of or near the fuse box somehow. And I'm gonna have to find a way to run it through to the bottom without it touching the alternator cable. So I'll find a way and then get back to you on that. All right, so we finished wiring and sticking the bottom on. Well, you saw this finished sticking, so we finished wiring. What we ended up doing is running the wire that connects the front strips and the rest of the LED strips to the brain behind the Underglow. We ran the wire that adapts both to both of those in front of the intercooler. So there's this little thing I'll show you right now. So I have my flashlight on. So this is the wire that we got running from the bottom. So we have it over here running from there. Let me flip the camera a little bit. So we have the wire here running down. And I don't know if you can see, but it goes down into that dark abyss down there. And this runs from in front of the intercooler, which is through the grill right here. I don't know if you can really see it in front here, but we have it running from in front of the intercooler. That way, when we run it from in front of the intercooler, it doesn't touch any moving parts, because that's what we don't want. For example, the alternator. It's a belt that runs really fast, right? If the wire gets caught in that, it's just gonna pull the wire out. Who knows what else it will rupture in the way. So we have kept it away from all the moving parts. So it goes from in front of the intercooler, behind the headlight. This is the headlight. So this is the back of the headlight behind there, and it just comes up here. Perfectly snakes out. So right now what we've done is we've actually gone ahead and removed one of the sides, car jacks that was lifting one of the sides up. And what we're going to do is we're going to take it around and put it by the back wheel so we have the whole side of the car lifted up. That way we can work on the first side of the side skirts. So we're going to go ahead and do that, rubbing alcohol, stick it, and then we'll show you the wiring for the front wheel well. We'll be right back. Okay, so we finished jacking up the car and wiping it down underneath the skirts on the left side with alcohol and microfiber. So now what we're gonna do is put one of the side skirt strips on for the LEDs, and then we'll show you how to wire the wheel wells for the front tire on the left. All right, so we finished putting the underglow on the bottom of the side skirt on the left. So right now I'm gonna go ahead and wire the left front LED strip to the left side skirt in the front. I'm gonna finish wiring that, and then I'm gonna show you how I did the wiring. All right, so I finished feeding the wire through the wheel well. So what I did was I tucked it in behind these on either side. For this one, it got tucked behind this ridge over here. And what I did was I removed the tabs. This one is a little hard for the top two, but I removed the tabs on either side that were holding the, I guess, the mud guard to the bumper. And I peeled it down like this. And if you actually see the wires running from there, hold up, get this one out. If I pull this down, there we go. The wire runs up and it gets zip tied into that hole over there. And then pull this guy down. Oh, I'm gonna cut my hand on this. Pull this part of the mudguard down. It goes over, follows up, it tied off a little bit, and follows the rest of the ridge. There we go. Follows the rest of the ridge. Have a few tabs from the LowGlow kit, and I fed it all the way down, and it comes back here and connects. Now I can just push these back in and put the tabs back in. All right, so now we finished working on the side skirt down there. So what we're gonna do now is do the exact same thing on the other side for the front wheel well wiring and sticking on the side skirts after, you know, doing the rubbing alcohol and adhesive. So we're gonna go ahead and take the jacks off from that side, come around to this side, and put the jacks all on down there and down here. And what else? That side, the tabs are easy to remove. I hope it's the same on this side, but we will see. Nothing more to do other than that. All I would say is make sure it's high enough, but not too high. That way your car doesn't fall off the jacks on you, because that's gonna suck. Yeah, basically same thing as the left side on the right side, just like flipped over, I guess. All right, guys, we finished wiring both the front wheel wells. I went ahead and also stuck the back adhesives. The thing about these adhesives, hold on, let me go to a better lit area. Okay, so the thing about these adhesives, oh my gosh, I look like a freaking murderer. Yeah, so the thing I was saying about these adhesives is, for the back, you really can't find one good place to put it. The really one good place to put it is wherever you like, because there's no straight line or like some uniform curve for the LED to follow. So I really just suck it over my exhaust, not touching my exhaust, because I want to change my exhaust for sure, and I don't want the heat melting the tape or the what do you call the LEDs off of the side, or off of the back over the exhaust. So I really just did that. For the wiring wells in the back, I used a lot of the sticky tabs that came with the LowGlow, and I just sort of stuck it around the inside behind the mudguard, like in the front two wheel wells. So I went ahead and did that in the back too as well. So everything is wired up now, circuit wise. So now what we have to do is we have this wire from earlier that we wired from in front of the intercooler and the battery, and we need to find a way to, we need to connect this to the brain, and also connect these to the brain, but these are for the switch, this switch, right? This switch to turn on and off the underglow from inside the car. I'm gonna put this through the wire well of my car, or through the firewall of my car. Because once I put it through the firewall, it'll go inside. So I'm gonna find a way to do that now, and then we'll connect all the brains later. And the first thing I noticed right off the bat is that this is the wire that we actually need to feed through firewall. So, or actually, yeah, no, we need to feed this to the firewall. Okay, so I'm gonna use a metal hanger. Let me show you where the firewall is actually. So, if you look behind the battery, there is this hole down here, and it has like some soft stuff in it. If you get a metal wire and stab it through, you can actually like find a way through into the firewall. I'm gonna have one of my siblings inside looking out for the metal wire while I shove it through underneath the glove box, and then once they get it, I'm gonna attach the end of the light switch to that, and then pull it through and then connect it inside. So I'll do all that and then show you. All right, so we got the hanger, we cut it up and made it like straight and flat, and we've stuffed it through the firewall in a left and downward angle. So left and down and to the left. And we stuffed it through, and then I've gone inside here. And you can see the hanger already, and it comes through. I don't know from where, but if you do it right, it'll come through right here into the footwell. Just like this. So now what we're actually gonna do is we're gonna attach the end of the wire and feed it through here. And then, yeah, and then put the switch, mount the switch inside. So it turns out we tried using the firewall to send the wire through, and it didn't really work out. The cable harness just wasn't trying to go through that hole, that small hole. So we did instead come up with another solution, and I'll show you that right now. So we did already finish wiring everything up. We were just getting pretty desperate because the wire wasn't going through. What we ended up doing was sending the wire through the fender here. Like we sent it through that space over there, and then we actually popped this out. Here, I can show you how you pop it up. You just like sort of pull on it, and it pops out. And if you, I don't know if you can see, but the wire runs in between that. I'll pick that up in a second. And then we brought it through the door here. It's a pretty sketchy setup. But then we went behind the window, the window cover here. Put it behind that. You can't really see it, but it's a really nice clean look inside the car. And then we ended up running it down this rubber column here, this one right here. You can pull it out from here if you give it a little tug. I don't want to do that because this wire might come out. But we ran it down here, and then underneath here is the wire coming back out. So we sort of popped it up top here, and then ran it back through this. We took this panel off. Here, I can show you that as well. So we ran the cable there, and then we pulled this off, and the wire is there, and then we pulled it off on the other side as well and fed it through. Let me just clip this back into place. Come on. This clip does not want to go in sometimes. So that pops back in there. And if we go around to the other side of the vehicle, inside, and actually it's behind here, it fed back out and back to the left, and you can see the wire coming out over here. This is the wire right here. And then I fed it through under the steering column guard out of this hole and sort of just place it right next to the trunk opening hatch. And so when it's red, it's off, and when it's green, it's on. That way your battery doesn't get used when the car is off and doesn't get drained. So that's how we finished wiring it up. It's not like the BRZ where you could easily wire it through, but it works. So I'm gonna go just close the hood and turn on the lights and give you guys a look from the outside. So right now I'm about to roll a clip of the car with the finished product of the Underglow after all the wiring and all the difficulties out of the way. It was supposed to be an hour job, but it took a little longer, probably because I had lack of experience, but here's the final product. So here's the car right now. I had to take the exposure down a little bit so you can actually see the headlights and the underglow on the car. Now when I turn the exposure up a little bit, that's the car and the underglow with the chase effect going all the way to the back. In the back, it's not completely my favorite, but it works because we had to go around the exhaust. And I didn't want it to actually be on the exhaust, otherwise the adhesive and the silicone would melt. But it doesn't look as good as it does in reality compared to on camera. Because, sorry, I worded that wrong. It looks better in reality compared to what it looks like on camera. It looks like a bunch of blobs, but they actually blend really well together off camera. So thanks once again for watching. If this video did help you out with the Underglow install, I know when I was trying to install it on my car beforehand, I was looking at a lot of videos online and I couldn't really find any. So if this helped you out, I hope you liked it. So thank you again for watching. See you in the next video.